Hello and welcome to the fireplace. My name is Alex and this is TechFlow.
Yeah. You ready? Hey. Let's go. I'm at my prime. Whoa. Said I'm at my prime.
So I've used drones throughout my entire life. I mean, heck, I have been flying drones before DJI even existed. I was back in the drone game when you had to build your own drone by putting on your own gimbal system, a GoPro back in the day, and build the whole thing. Now, you can just go to the shop and pick up a DJI Spark. It's mad how it's come on in the last 5 years. So this is the DJI Spark, the smallest drone in DJI's entire lineup. But just because it's the smallest doesn't mean it leaves the ecosystem at all, and that is one major thing I love about the Spark. More on that later. First off, let's go over the looks of this thing. So the DJI Spark is very, very small. It's about the same size as an iPhone without the prop guards on it. And that's one thing I love. Included in the package is a set of 4 prop guards. So you guys can go ahead and put these prop guards on if you're a newbie at flying drones, and with a little bit more safety, navigate around the inside of your house or outside without having to worry about ruining paintings or painted walls inside of your house, or crashing your drone into a tree and ruining it and totally putting it out of action until your new pair of props arrive in the post. The drone fits very nicely with the other drones in the DJI ecosystem. Following on from that, it has a very, very high build quality. It's a lovely, lovely piece of equipment. Same is said for the controller. It has 2 arms at the bottom, which when extended, make this controller feel really, really nice to hold. And when it's all folded up, it's really small. This whole package, including the drone and batteries, can easily fit in a small to medium-sized backpack. The arms at the bottom retract and extend to then fit a device into that, whether that is an iOS device or an Android phone. The controls for the drone are much like any other DJI drone. They're very, very simple, and pretty much after 2 minutes of flying, anybody can do this. So that's the first thing I absolutely love about this drone, the build quality. Everything from the props to down to the battery, it's all premium stuff. And that is something typically I'd want to expect from DJI. They know what they're doing with this type of stuff. They know that people are going to crash it, and it does need to attempt to survive. Okay, so once you've unboxed your drone, had the battery on charge and its included charger for about half an hour till it reaches 100%, you've whacked it in the drone, turned on the controller, inserted your phone into the controller dock. You're probably thinking, hang on a minute, how do I connect my phone up to the controller so that I can have a live view of what the drone is seeing? And this is really, really cool. So the actual controller itself gives off a Wi-Fi signal. And depending on your interference, you have the option to choose 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. Once you've gone ahead and connected your phone to the controller via the wireless network it gives off, you can go ahead and launch the brand new DJI Go 4 app, click on Fly, and there you go. You'll be presented with a live preview of the drone, and if it's your first time flying, it will check for firmware updates and map updates and go ahead and apply those accordingly. Once your drone is updated, fully charged and ready to be taken off, you pull in the 2 joysticks, the props will fire up, and then depending on your controller layout, which you can choose upon setup, you push up on the left stick and the drone will move up and complete to a still hover. From there, you click record. On screen right now, you can see some footage pulled straight from the DJI Spark's camera in full 1080p glory. It's about 6 PM here when we were shooting this, approaching winter time here in the season. DJI kind of like to hide these specs about the camera on the drone. They want this thing to be more of a fun little toy. I can tell you guys the sensor size is a 12 megapixel CMOS sensor with a full resolution in recording video of 1920 by 1080, so full HD at 30 FPS. That is the only option you get. As far as stills are concerned, I'm not going to bore you with it, but you're getting close to 4K imaging on the stills, which I suppose is pretty cool. Now, once you've got your drone in the air, DJI say you're going to get about 16 minutes minutes of flight time, and in my testing I haven't found that, unfortunately, at all. However, it's close to that, around 12 to 13 minutes I've had mine in the air. To be fair, I have been hammering it. When my drone's in the air, I'm moving back and forward, left and right at full speed, and I'll tell you guys, this little thing is fast. And also here in the UK, in the extent of my testing, it's been fairly windy, so I'm sure that has a detrimental effect on the battery life too. So you notice that if you've flown any other DJI drone, i.e. a DJI Inspire or a Phantom series or even a Mavic, you'll notice that all of the features on this drone carry over. And I'm talking about the features that you can see on the iOS or Android device you've got connected to it. So you can go in here, you can change things like your stick layout, you can go ahead and change the photo quality, you can go ahead and add filters and different bits and bobs like that. You can even go in and turn off GPS and put this into special modes. And these special modes are where the DJI Spark really shines. This is what sets this drone apart from all of the competition. And it's the fact that you don't even need the controller once this thing's in the air to take control of it. And for this, we got an electric skateboard and did a little bit of testing. So pretty much you can put this thing in the follow me mode, where you draw a circle or a square or a box around what you want the drone to track, and once you've done that, you click go, and the drone will simply try its best ability to follow whatever you've drawn that square around. So I was here on an electric skateboard, and for the extent of our testing here, it worked really, really well. The drone managed to track me, and I was going about 13 miles an hour on my electric skateboard, which is really, really good stuff. I thought it was going to lose me, but it didn't. Taking that a step further, you can actually control the drone's features by putting it in a different mode with gesture controls with your hand. So you can actually put your hand up like this, the drone will recognize that you've got your hand there, and then you can actually move the drone around by moving your hand up and down and left and right, and also moving back and moving forward. It's really, really cool. And by doing a simple gesture by putting both of your hands in the air, the drone will automatically know to follow you. So you won't have to go ahead and even draw a box around yourself. Just put your arms in the air and it's gonna follow you. And again, during our testing, this worked absolutely brilliantly. This thing is awesome. As well as all the other features as well, it has object avoidance, so it won't physically let you fly into objects forward, not backwards though, so please bear that in mind. It has too many features to talk about. You can even get the drone to take a selfie just by going like this. I love this little thing, it's amazing. The drone can do things like take off from your palm, which is really cool. It also has different effects like a panorama effect, so you can get a really wide image from the drone. And it also has some features that modern phones have now, where it can actually emulate a depth of field if you're taking a selfie. And a plethora of more and more things you can do with this drone, which I'm not even going to list in this video. So go ahead and click on the link in the description. I'm going to provide two. One for pricing and availability if you want to purchase, and one that's going to take you straight to DJI's website if you want to learn more about the drone, because there's honestly too much to talk about. But those are the things that I tested. It all worked really, really well, and I'm really, really proud of owning this little thing. You can literally just throw it in your bag. It's so robust. Take it anywhere. I take it places even if I think I'm not going to need it, just because what's the point in not taking it? It's so small. DJI next year took a 4K camera in there and 3-axis stabilization instead of 2 on the camera, and you have yourself an absolute little golden masterpiece. But for now, I'm sure this is just the beginning, and the beginning is awesome. Guys, mine has been Alex. This has been TechFlow. Hope you found this informative, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Adios.
Yeah. You ready? Hey. Let's go. I'm at my prime. Whoa. Said I'm at my prime.